Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Giyuu to Miyoka. Now Giyuu wasn't one who was used to wake up like this. Sleeping in was rare for him. But when the two of you hugged yesterday, and he fell asleep in your arms, he had then experienced the best sleep he's had in years. All thanks to you. So when he wakes up, to you in his arms, with your legs tangled, he blushes brightly. He makes to push you away for a moment, but then you grab onto him, mumbling something in your sleep, and that brings a soft smile to his face as he caresses your cheek gently with his hand. "I love you," he whispered. "You are still asleep." That was something that he would have to get used to, the fact that you woke up so late. But you could get behind that, if you looked so cute while you were sleeping. And also, it made him want to sleep more, which is something he didn't usually feel. But maybe he will give himself that, just for today. Or at least, just when he is with you. Sanemi. Sanemi was always known to be rough and angry and quick with his tongue with others. But you, he knew him in other ways. You knew him from the warmth of his hold, the way you could feel his heartbeat, and the soft rise and fall of his chest in the mornings. Just like right now, except you were asleep, and he was the one who woke up at first. He caressed your hair gently, letting out a soft sigh. "You're so beautiful, Wayan. I mean, I don't tell you that enough. But you're beautiful to me. You're everything I've ever wanted. Everything I've ever dreamed of," he says gently, and he kisses you. Perhaps he didn't wake you up, and sometimes he wants to wake you up with a kiss, but not all the times does it work. But at the very least he made an attempt. Besides, he didn't mind staring at you like this for a few more seconds or minutes. He loved you, and he loved waking up to you more than anything else in the world. Muichiro. Muichiro actually wakes up very early, although you thought he would be the kind to sleep in. But if there is anything he knows, he can be very clingy when he sleeps next to you. So it's no surprise that he wakes up with his arms wrapped around you like a koala. He blushes as soon as he opens his eyes to the sight. Your bodies are close to each other, incredibly so, to an extreme degree that he's not used to. It makes him incredibly shy, and he finds his breath hitching. He doesn't really know what to do or say, and he strives out in this position for a couple minutes, not wanting to move, afraid of waking you. But then, he starts staring at you, the way your hair falls on your face, and the way you're smiling in your sleep, and the way your eyelashes look. He finds himself focusing on every little detail. There is this little scar that he finds himself tracing with his finger, and he finds it beautiful, because every part of you is, and you will always think that way. Rui is a mess. You know this, he knows this, and everybody does. It's not really a thing he tries to be, but ever since the two of you have become, well, in this relationship with each other, and he tried to be a different person, a better one, things have been so difficult for him. He doesn't know how to adapt to this life that you want him to, and he finds it very different from what he's used to. Exercising so much self-control, being vulnerable, and then waking up in someone's arms. Something he hasn't felt at all. Not that you can remember, at least. So when he wakes up and finds you hugging him in your sleep, he can't help but cry a little bit. It's silent, and you don't hear a thing. And before you wake up, he's wiped his tears away. But his heart is touched by this, and it's the happiest day that he's had yet. And he finds a reason to wake up every morning, no matter what happens, as long as he's by your side, as long as he gets to wake up to this, to be like this. He's grateful for having you. Rengoku. Rengoku is enveloping you in his arms. So when he wakes up, he finds you there, with his arms wrapped around you tightly, and you snuggle deep into his chest, and a big smile blooms across his face. What a way to start the morning. But he loves to wake up early, and he loves to wake you up too. But of course, all he does is press a soft kiss to your cheek and get out so quietly, sneaking away from bed as not to wake you, and going to prepare breakfast. It's kind of silly to imagine this huge man with a loud and booming voice sneaking away just to not wake up his beloved. But it's all true. He values your sleep, and he doesn't want to wake you up for nothing. So he finds making you a breakfast gives him more of a reason to wake you up, and gives you more of a reason to smile when you're waking up. So, it's all a win-win in the end. Tengen. Tengen actually... Oh, he suffocates you when he's asleep. He hugs you very tightly. He's not aware of how tight he hugs you until he wakes up and eases his grip a bit, smiling softly at you. You're already awake. That's because he was already squeezing you a moment ago. Sometimes he does that in his sleep and you're not really used to it. Good morning, Tengen. He murmurs softly, and he cups your cheek in his hand, pressing a soft kiss to it. Good morning, my dear. It's a beautiful morning, waking up to you. He knew how to make you smile right from the start. He has such a way with words sometimes, and even more of a way into your heart. You find yourself smiling, and you kiss him right back. I know, because it's a beautiful one to me as well, waking up to you, even though you're the one who woke me up in the first place. He laughs softly at that, pulling you closer. You know, I don't mind if we sleep in. And you look at him, and the warmth of the blanket above you, and the whole scene makes you actually want to sleep in as well. So you find yourself nodding, snuggling again once more into his arms, before the two of you fall back into a peaceful slumber.